Websites like Airbnb can be a great way to make some extra money using your own home, but your city might have some restrictions to home sharing that you don't know about. And this week's Know the Law segment, Tom Sinas is here to talk about those restrictions and what they mean for everyday people.
It is a really important thing to know, especially if you're living in the city of Grand Rapids. And this, of course, varies from city to city. Some cities have chosen to enact restrictions on home sharing, like we see in Airbnb. And one of those cities is the city of Grand Rapids. And these regulations were enacted about a year and a half or 2 years ago. So what does it mean? Well, if you're going to rent your home out through a service like Airbnb in the city of Grand Rapids, you have to have a license to do that. The city only gives out about 200 of those licenses every year, and they cost about $1,700 per license. They also go on to say that there's certain things you can and can't do. For example, you as the homeowner have to occupy the home. So you can't leave it and rent it to someone else. You have to not only have to be there, but you can only rent to 2 adults or less, 1 or 2 adults. You also have to notify your neighbors within 300 feet that you're doing this. And so we have these regulations right now in the city of Grand Rapids, but if you go on Airbnb.com right now, you're going to find that people are not following these regulations. There's a lot more than 200 places for rent on Airbnb in the city of Grand Rapids.
So are they just paying lip service to it and trying to get as much money from the registrations as they can, or are they going to try to enforce these?
I don't really know. I think they're trying to regulate it, but what they're doing is, as so often happens with regulations, that they're behind the technology. The technology moves so fast and it can generate such volume, and the city, I can't imagine, has the resources to check on every single person that chooses to list on Airbnb.
Well, I know somebody that's been doing this since the beginning, and they do every step. They're licensed, they're registered with the city, and they treat it like a business. But they also have to think about insurance.
That's right. So once you get beyond the city regulation, what's the insurance issue? And here's the real rub, okay? If you have traditional homeowners insurance, I'm almost certain that homeowners insurance says, we're not going to cover you if you're operating a business out of your home. Well, if you rent your home to other people, are you operating a business? Some people would say, yes, you are. So then what happens if something bad happens? What if the home burns down? What if the guest is injured? Are you going to have homeowners insurance coverage? Well, if you have traditional homeowners insurance coverage, you may not. So you could be going through all those regulatory steps, and then you could in the end find out that the homeowners insurance that you purchased may not cover you.
Really quick, let's talk about homeowners associations, because some of these places, if they're an apartment complex or whatnot, they might be using shared facilities, the pool, the gym, and if they get hurt there, then the homeowners association could be sued.
That's right. And the homeowners association could take action against the person who rented out the home illegally because it's not permitted under the covenants of the homeowners association. So look, the takeaway in all this is you've just got to be transparent in what you're doing. Okay? If you're going to try to do it in Grand Rapids, you're going to have to do it the way the city wants you to do it.
Like a business.
That's right. And if you want your home to be insured, you need to be transparent with your homeowners insurer about what you're doing. You can't pretend that you're doing one thing and then reality do another.
Good advice. And if somebody has more legal questions, they've been in an accident, they have insurance issues, they can give you a call.
Anytime. Grand Rapids, 616-301-3333, and online at sinasdramis.com, or send us an email at info@sinasdramis.com.
Thanks for stopping by, Tom.
Thanks, Christian.